Hi, today I will talk about step line plot. Not this one, but this one. We all use a plot function either for scatter or line for both. And if you put S instead of L, then you will have this step plot. Once again, you say nothing and plot, then you get scatter. You say L, you get line. You say S, you get steps. But pay attention, the x-axis is filled with the numbers because it's still a plot which is designed for continuous variables. And if you want discrete variables, you usually call Barplot, where you can add the names, letters for instance, and then you have it. I will show you the trick a little later, but first let's consider the real case where we, for instance, take some select gene expression data, and the data are a table with the column names indicating samples. The symbol column shows gene names and symbol column and symbol numbers. For the general overview how genes are changing in samples, we usually call a heat map, and then we have a heat map. And the number of the genes here are so many, it's approximately 3000. It's not easy to get particular gene name on this figure and see the profile. Nevertheless, you wonder, where is my favorite gene, which belongs, for instance, to a family of stat genes? In a heat map, you can call names of genes, but with so many you can barely read it. That's not an option. In this particular case, you extract this information by saying calling filter, give me all the lines with a stat in it, then have my selection, and then you do a bar plot for selected genes, which are stat 5A, 3, 2, and 5B. And this is a nice colored bar plot, and you might think I'm fine with this. And I saw a lot of similar pictures in scientific publications, nothing wrong with it. The only problem is that you, in your mind, you still try to connect all these bars with one another, and you might ask yourself, why should I torture my imagination? Instead, you can say, okay, can't I do it in a style of a step plot? And the answer is yes. For instance, this is one stat, this is another, and the third, and the legend. This sort of a plot is much lighter, and then you might follow the lines easier, and you see all the changes of expressions for all stats across all the conditions. Only the remaining problem is x-axis. It shows numbers, but you need the names of the samples. Alright, to do so, you have to slightly modify the script. The beginning is still the same and still the same plot, only you say XAXT N, which says don't do me X signs at all. And then you add extra parameter axis, where at the position 3 to 18 you give labels as a column names in your table of data, which is taken automatically by the bar plot, but here you have explicitly said Then you have your column names as if it was a bar plot, and then you do your lines and the legend. As you see, a bit more struggle with an x-axis, and you have a nice step plot alternative to your bar plot. Now, at the end, the question is, can I combine bar plot and the line plot and the step plot all at once? The answer is yes. First, of course, you do a bar plot, and I do it light gray and white because otherwise it will be, again, much too busy. Then automatically you have those column names at the bottom, and now you have to do some simple math. You have to multiply, you have 4 genes and 1 space in between, so you have to multiply all the distances by 5 and then do -5. If you do it, then you stretch your lines, otherwise they will be much too short. And do the legend, and then you have a bar plot and a step plot all together. That's the exercise. Use it wisely, and who knows, maybe one day I will see this plot in an issue of Nature or Science. That's it.